Hello, my dear students. Fiction 5 for class 12th. Today we are going to start a very interesting chapter. Should Wizard Hit Mommy? It's written by John Updike. Let us start with introduction about the writer. Updike grew up in Shillington, Pennsylvania, and many of his early stories draw on his youthful experiences there. He graduated from Harvard University in 1954. In 1955, he began an association with the New Yorker magazine, to which he contributed editorials, poetry, stories, and criticism throughout his prolific career. His poetry, intellectual, witty pieces on the absurdities of modern life was gathered in his first book, The Carpentered Hen and Other Tame Creatures, which was followed by his first novel, The Poor House Fair. About this time, Updike devoted himself to writing fiction full time, and several works followed. Rabbit Run, Rabbit Redux, Rabbit is Rich, Rabbit at Rest, and he won Pulitzer Prizes also for the latter two. Rabbit Remembered returns to characters from those books in the wake of Rabbit's death. The Center and the Of the Farm are notable among Updike's novels set in Pennsylvania. The Witches of Eastwick, it was filmed also. About a coven of witches was followed by The Widows of Eastwick, which trails the women into old age. So in this way we have completed a little bit information about the writer. Now, theme. The theme is about the relationship of a little girl and her parents, about the fantasy of children and the messages of the stories for them. John Updike is known for writing on subjects concerning a middle class people, has weaved this interesting story involving a father worn out with handling responsibilities of family and a little girl who is young, naive, and imagines of an ideal world. And now, summary. Should Wizard Hit Mommy is a beautiful story of a father who tells fanciful bedtime stories to his daughter. But on this particular day, he decides that he will tell her a more realistic story. His daughter must learn the realities of life and should not longer live in the illusory world of rosy tales. He tells her an old story but changes its ending, which makes the little girl get restless and revolting. She protests that her dad should change its ending to what it had been when he had told her on an earlier day, but he refuses. He feels convinced that this may irritate his daughter, but what he is conveying is the reality of life and she must acknowledge it. So as usual, a chapter from supplementary reader, you'll have to read on your own, and after reading the chapter we have some questions which are very important that we are going to do now. What is the moral issue that the story raises? The story shows the conflict between two generations. It tells us about the belief of the older generation in customs and traditions and constantly questioning attitude of the younger generation, hence contributing to a generation gap. Not understanding her son's pain of loneliness and rejection, Mother Skunk gets his smell changed to his original foul smell and loves him the way he is, raising the moral issue of whether parents should always decide what the children should do or let the children do what they like to do. There is an evident contrast between an adult's perspective on life and the world view of a little child. Little Joe feels that the skunk's mother should not have robbed her little son of the pleasure he derived when playing with the other animals when he smelt of roses. She insists that the wizard hit the mommy on the head and calls little skunk's mother a stupid mommy. So we see that the story deals with different levels of maturity of Jack and Joe. Next question. How does Joe want the story to end? Why? What light does it throw on Joe's character? Joe wants the story to end with Roger being accepted by the other animals. In Jack's version, the wizard was hit by Mommy. Joe did not relish this. This wizard was the person who fulfilled everyone's wishes. He had rid Roger Skunk of the bad odor, so she wanted her father to end the story with Roger Skunk having a new and pleasant smell and Wizard spanking the stupid mommy. Joe would get totally involved in the story. She even shed a tear or so when woodland creatures spurned Roger. She could not bear injustice to the wizard by Mommy Skunk. She wanted the end of the story to change in which the benevolent wizard hits Mommy for being inconsiderate to Roger's needs of acceptance by friends. She was independent in her thinking. Joe remains unconvinced by the father's argument that mother's always right. Now this one is a very important question. What is the ugly middle position where Jack finds himself trapped? Jack feels caught in an ugly middle position physically, emotionally and mentally. He did not like women to take anything for granted, to the extent that he extends the story, changing the ending, giving it the face that he wants to. This despite the fact that he knows that he should be helping his pregnant wife paint the woodwork. Jack is someone who is not used to his authority being questioned and so is confused by Joe's questioning. Though a loving parent, he finds it hard to accept the fact that Joe now has a mind of her own. His insensitivity and impatience comes across in his dealings with his daughter, and the fact that an adult's viewpoint is biased by personal. And now these are the two short answer questions, very important. Do you think Jack and Joe could identify with Roger Skunk as a victim of the hatred of the other creatures? And answer is Jack brought the story to life when he narrated the tale, remembering certain humiliations of his own childhood. The corners of Joe's mouth drooped down and her lower lip bent forward. A tear flowed along the side of the nose. This shows that even Joe could identify with Roger Skunk. The last question for today is, which two opposite forces acted on Jack while he was telling to the story? The answer is Jack was telling Joe something she must know and had no wish to hurry on. On the other hand, he heard a chair scraping. He realized that he must help his pregnant wife, Claire, to paint the woodwork downstairs. And these were the opposite forces acting on Jack while he was telling Joe the story. So these are some important questions. Prepare them. And if you have any doubts, you can contact. Thank you.